Okay, this is Michael Moynihan, and again, he's the writer-creator of Happiness is a Long Shot. And back in July 2006, we did a benefit for you where we performed three of your combat theater plays and ran some film clips of films you've done and clips you've been in to help raise money for your health problems. And Jim Fletcher, who's the brains behind Bunny Gumbo, helped put your benefit on. And because Bunny Gumbo also does combat theater, he got a lot of combat actors and directors involved in it too. You weren't there, but we taped it for you and you saw it. Do you have any thoughts on that at all?
Well, it was amazing. I mean, the whole thing was pretty amazing because I had health problems before I had the heart attack and before I became disabled, and you were planning a benefit for that, but then I had a heart attack, and so the benefit kind of took on even a different thing, and I mean, it's just amazing that you and Fletcher, you really did this amazing thing, and not to mention everybody else that you got involved in it, and people came to it, but then other people heard about it and they contributed money, and it was a lifesaver in terms of helping me get through the financial crisis of the heart attack and all my health problems. So it was just amazing, and then I did see the tape, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, it was kind of overwhelming, not so much the tape, but the whole benefit idea that these people would do this, you and Fletcher and all these people would do this for me, for my benefit, and I wasn't dead. That was nice too. But then seeing the tape was really fun. It was fun, and it's also frustrating because single camera, back from the stage, and the Bucketworks stage has a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
The Bucketworks space, and probably then more than now even, since they're constantly improving that space. And it was just fun, and I mean, it was different people again, which was fun because it's
Except one person. I have to point out Robert Kennedy, who shot the original film that we could not ever edit.
right.
Played the guy he played in the original film. It just happened to work out that way.
Yeah. So let's see. John Maclay was the doctor. Right?
And he directed it.
Yeah, and Maclay is somebody I've known for quite some time. Met him through Bunny Gumbo, but knew him. Well, actually, the first time I met him, he was actually directing the Milwaukee. He was the director of the Milwaukee Shakespeare Company. That's the first time I met him. And now he works at First Stage, and he was involved in Bunny Gumbo every one I would do. In fact, he would be in charge of all the costumes every show.
Wow. That's an undertaking.
Because he had a lot of costumes when he was running the Shakespeare Company, and then there's a certain amount of stuff that I guess they've collected over the years, even though the Bunny Gumbo is kind of itinerant, that it doesn't always have the same home for performances.
And Laura Nicolas?
Yeah, Laura Nicolas, who is the other co-founder of Bunny Gumbo, and I can't remember. Fletcher is one of them, and she's the other. One is Bunny, and one is Gumbo. She must be Bunny. If Fletcher's Bunny, that's wrong. But I mean, Laura Nicolas also is. Well, I met her through Bunny Gumbo, but then I was directing a play, which I used to do when I was working, when I had a career or whatever. I used to direct for different companies, including First Stage, and they, basically often I don't get to cast the play completely because they have other things they have to deal with, like equity and all that kind of stuff. So they gave me these pictures of people and said, here are people, and I got to work with 3 people that I knew already, and Laura was one of them. and this was not a comedy play. It was
Mm-hmm.
a serious, quite hideous process. It was about the Holocaust, and it was very, very, very hard. But I mean, she is just an amazing actress.
Yeah, the few things I've seen her in, she's just
You know, I mean, both her and Fletcher are
yeah.
quite
Yeah.
talented. Personally, well, I don't know what to. I mean, the play that I directed her in was just
Okay.
Harleyville.
Yeah. We need to talk about the one other person in that play before we end this, is Rachel Williams, who was the sex addict in the benefit play. And she was actually going to reprise that role in the film, but we couldn't work with the scheduling.
Oh.
But Laura Nicolas did reprise her role as a Tupperware addict, and
Yeah.
Robert Kennedy again stepped in for the third time, playing Al. And unfortunately, I didn't pick John Maclay to be the doctor, because I still wanted to have Amanda in it, because I felt I kind of owed it to her a little bit too, after the first one didn't go too well for technical problems. So she was more than happy and willing to do it too. So
Yeah, I mean, she's great. You know, every version that I've seen, and there's one that I haven't seen that Pink Banana did, but every version I've seen, the person playing, the various people that played the roles were all wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, which is somewhat gratifying to know that what I wrote can be, different actors can do different interpretations and it'll work. That's nice.
And so this will be on the DVD. They'll be able to see the play and compare it to the movie, and then they can see the differences between the play and movie.
Yeah. The play, because it's a single camera thing, you know, everybody will just be this big. So everybody in the play is much smaller.
But they'll see that there's a great different tone between the play and the film.
Yeah. And I guess my favorite version is the current version. I mean, it's, you know, it's like I liked my kids when they were little, but I like them now when they're not little.
Well, it's no offense to anyone else that directed this or produced this before. I've never seen the Pink Banana one, but in my opinion, shooting it and directing it, I don't think I could have done the broader version, in the sense that I don't think it would have worked as a film.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, I think film needs to be much more subtle and reactive.
Yeah.
Than,
There are films that can work broad, but I don't think that's my sensibilities too as a director.
Yeah, and it never was a slapstick piece, you
Yeah.
know, as far as comedy. So there wasn't a lot of physical anything, because it's for people sitting in a room for the most part.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess that's it. You can watch the play now. So, all right.
Jimmy, what are the odds on the game? The game, you retard. Sure. Okay, look, in the third race at Arlington, on, let's see, put 300 on, give me a second here. I'm going to call you back. Right where you understand, Doc? I am taking responsibility for my own happiness, just like you taught me.
That's excellent.
Because nobody can know what makes me happy but me.
Is this the right place? Oh, thank God, I guess this is the right place.
Yes, please come in and sit down. This is exactly the right place, exactly.
Yeah,
Precisely.
I was kind of wondering why we were meeting here, you know, instead of your regular office, you know?
Well, when we wish to rid ourselves of habitual unhappy behaviors, we don't want to.
When we don't want to replace unhappy habits with different unhappy habits.
Like unhappy habits with unhappy habits. That's right. I knew that.
Denise, this is Al. Denise is one of my happy, successfully recovering clients.
Oh.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi.
Please sit down. Denise came to me with a bit of sex addiction or unhappiness.
Really? Sex addiction?
Al here is a happy, recovering gambling addict.
Happily recovering, thanks to you, Doc.
Oh, me too. Recovering. Thanks to the doc here.
No. Nobody knows what makes you happy, but who? Who?
Me!
Nobody knows what makes me happy but me. That's right.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, the Doc's happiness therapy sessions work like some kind of magic.
Oh, like magic. That's right. I tried everything, but the doc here, he did the trick.
Sex addiction, wow. You married Denise?
I was divorced. My addiction cost me my marriage. It cost me my happiness. It cost me everything.
Yeah, mine too. I should have found the Doc sooner.
Now, let's not start shooting all over ourselves.
I'm sorry, I just meant to.
Didn't you, Denise?
Been there, done that.
Well, I was expecting one more client, but let's forge ahead. Welcome to our first group session, our first session of follow-up and maintenance in the happiness therapy. This session is our first session, and we'll have a session a week for 6 weeks, and it's, of course, all covered with the basic therapy fee, and I am happy to say you are all fully current with your payment schedules.
I like paying for the whole thing in advance.
Yeah, me too.
And you are to be congratulated for your commitment to your own happiness. Let's have a group hug to celebrate our brave commitment. That's good. Well, sit down. Well, let's just proceed. Progress report time. Al, why don't you?
Me?
Yes. Are you working a program? Tell us.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Since my happiness sessions, I have been completely.
Al, why don't you start at the beginning so that Denise can know your whole journey?
Beginning?
Yes. How you went with your grandmother to do church bingo when you were a child. How your father was stabbed to death at age 14 after winning $2,500 at an Indian casino. But how you gambled on anything and everything until finally it cost you your marriage, your job, your friends, your happiness. And how you bothered when you were arrested for stealing the proceeds from your little niece's Girl Scout cookie.
Girl Scout cookies?
Shit, it was only $130.
Only $130.
I paid almost everyone back.
And that's excellent. Excellent! Girl power! All right. Niece, your turn.
Well, I sort of screwed things up. I mean, I messed things up with sex. You know, I sort of displaced my feelings and my needs, I guess.
Tell us. How you were sexually abused by a babysitter when you were 13, and then how you seduced your 9th grade math teacher and had sex in the furnace room every day during 5th period study hall. How you had 176 different sexual partners by the time you were 18. Tell us, please, about the orgies and the amateur porn videos and the free Toys R Us. Tell us about the time your loyal and long-suffering mate came into the garage and found you with a donkey, and a llama, and a Shetland pony, and the 2 teenage employees from the petting zoo. Tell us how you were kicked off of the Jerry Springer show for propositioning the segment producer during the pre-show showing to you?
They made me buy my own flight home, those cheap cocksuckers!
And I took me on Springer. They did one of those you gamble your life away shows. I would have been perfect. They never called me back.
Oh, they're the lowest pond scum in the reality TV universe. You're lucky you weren't on. They live off of life's unhappiness.
I hear you.
Well, men, women, animals, electronic pets. I mean, I'd screw anything I could, I guess. Well, Tom, I mean, you told everything I did. Oh, I'm sorry.
Theo, no need for excuses. A happy person is always on their own time.
I'm not late. I'm on my own happy time.
Theo, this is everyone.
Hey, Theo.
Theo was a very unhappy person when she came to me. Theo, this is Al.
Gambling. Mine was gambling.
And this is Denise.
Hi, mine was sex. How you doing?
Theo came to me with a rather unusual unhappy situation. Tell them, Theo.
Come on, spill the beans.
All right. Well, it was Tupperware. Tupperware.
Yes, Theo had to purchase every new Tupperware
it. More on the dock is pulling a scam here. Now open your eyes, Tupper mutant. I'm getting out of here. This stinks.
Boiled paperclips! All you can hear is the sound of my voice. Breathe deeper and deeper, and with each breath you become more relaxed, more happy. I'm about to pinch you. You won't think I'm pinching you. To you it will feel as though I'm tickling you. Now, in a moment, I'm going to say the words, happy, happy. And when I do, you shall wake refreshed and completely happy. You will get up and leave this warehouse and go to your car. Once in your car, you will open your folder. And inside the folder, you will find a photograph, as well as the name, address, and biographical information of the person in that photo. This is a bad person, a horrible, evil person that wants to hurt me, wants to hurt you, that wants to destroy happiness. This person wants to kill you, so you must kill them first. You will kill them any way you can. And then, to protect me, you will kill yourself. Because you would do anything to make me happy. You will awake happy and refreshed, with no memory of anything that occurred to you. Happy, happy!
Oh, hey, Doc, I gotta get going now. This was great.
Boy, look at the timing. I gotta go too, Dad. Thanks for everything. Yeah, I go too. I feel great. Happy.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave. First,
What the hell are you doing here?
You don't really think you conned me, do you, Doc?
Get the hell out of here!
You wanna know why I was late, Doc?
Boiled paperclips!
You're pathetic, so look at all that you message my ass. I'm late because I was in bed with your secretary. Oh yeah, we've had a thing going on since our first session. You know, you really shouldn't believe your own hype, Doc.
Well, imagine this.
What the hell are you doing back here?
I see what you're doing. Beat me to the punch. Thanks for taking care of the work for me.
Oh, the doc here. I think the good doctor must have died from malpractice.
Now, I suppose we won't be getting our money back.
Search the stinking stiffer keys. Maybe there's money back in the office.
Like the way you think.
You might like the way I do other things. You know, you're a very attractive addict.
You can bet on that.
Right here? Right here, right now!
Slow down, sex machine! Why don't you run off and pick up a couple bottles of something refreshing? I'll figure out what to do with the remains of the dock. Why don't we meet back at his office? That seems like a comfortable place to talk to him.
Kinky. Don't keep me waiting. Lover.
Focus! Focus!
drinks set up, please go purchase many beverages.
Yeah.